Welcome back to the Anime Fighter series. In the last episode, we built target combos, but before we jump into today's feature, there's one small issue we should fix. If you tested the target combo system, you probably noticed something strange. A light attack into a heavy attack works, but the animation suddenly snaps back to idle before the attack actually finishes. The reason is pretty simple. Inside the execute function, every move ends based on its frame data: startup, active, and recovery. That's perfectly fine for normal attacks because the animation length is almost identical to the frame data. Target combo animations are different. The animation itself is longer than the frame data, so the move ends too early, the action gets cleared, and the animation is cut off halfway through. Luckily, the fix only takes about a minute. Near the top of the execute function, remove the original lines that calculate the move end time. Instead, we'll calculate it later, after the animation is already playing, so we can read the animation track length. Down near the bottom of execute, calculate the normal frame data duration first, then compare it against the animation clip length. If the clip is noticeably longer, use the animation length instead. Use that same total when updating the move end time, so multi-hit windows stay synchronized, then schedule the move to finish normally. Now test the combo again. Instead of snapping back to idle, the entire animation plays through cleanly, including the recovery frames. With that quick fix out of the way, let's build one of the most satisfying mechanics in fighting games: juggles. Real fighting games aren't just about attacks on the ground. The exciting part begins when you launch your opponent into the air and chase after them. By the end of this episode, a heavy attack will launch the dummy. You'll jump after it, perform a full air combo, and finish with a powerful spike attack back to the ground. Let's build the entire juggle system. Let's start with config. This entire block controls how the juggle feels. It decides how high the dummy launches, how floaty it falls, how much every air attack pops it back upward, and how long a juggle is allowed to continue. Paste the configuration block into your config file. The most important value is juggle launch velocity. This is the initial launch when a heavy connects. It's tuned so the dummy reaches about the same height as your own jump, making it easy to chase. Next is juggle gravity scale. This is what gives the juggle that classic fighting game feel. Instead of falling with full gravity, the dummy only experiences around 10%, creating a slow floating arc that's easy to combo. Each air attack uses juggle hit velocity to gently pop the dummy back upward. Juggle decay reduces that launch slightly after every hit, so the combo naturally comes back down instead of floating forever. Juggle spin adds a slow tumble animation while airborne. Finally, max juggle hits and juggle max time prevent infinite combos. The last few settings affect the player instead of the dummy. Air combo gravity scale makes your own character fall more slowly during air attacks. Air freeze grace briefly pauses gravity every time an air attack lands, helping you stay beside the dummy. Auto lift on launcher is optional. Leave it set to false if you want players to manually jump after launching. If you enable it, the character automatically hops into the air the moment a launcher connects. We'll keep it manual for this series. Now let's build the moves. Create 6 new air normals: light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, light kick, medium kick, and heavy kick. Each move has air set to true, so both the fighter and the server recognize it as an aerial attack. Height is set to overhead, because jumping attacks should only be blocked standing. Paste all 6 moves into your move list. You'll also notice the active windows are slightly longer than normal ground attacks. Since you're falling while attacking, the hitbox stays active a bit longer. The kicks also position their hitboxes slightly below the player. These become your main juggle attacks. Next comes the finisher. Air finish is a heavy aerial attack that slams the dummy back to the floor. 2 flags make this happen. Spike tells the server to immediately end the juggle. Knockdown makes the dummy collapse when it lands. Its hitbox is larger and positioned lower, so it naturally catches an airborne opponent. Next, we'll connect these moves to the controls. Your button map already handles standing attacks. Add a new air row. Since the fighter already knows whether you're airborne, the exact same buttons automatically trigger the jumping versions whenever you're in the air. Now, let's create the air combo chain. Just like our ground target combos, the air chain lets one move cancel into another. Paste these entries beneath your existing chains table. The flow is simple. Light attacks cancel into medium or heavy. Medium attacks cancel into heavy. Heavy attacks cancel into air finish. That gives us the classic combo route. Light, medium, heavy, spike. 4 clean aerial hits. Now let's update the fighter. The first change adds jump cancel. This lets you jump directly out of a grounded attack after it connects, making it easy to launch an opponent and immediately chase into the air. Next, inside execute. Whenever an air move begins, enable your float gravity. This lets the player stay airborne while attacking. Finally, head to confirm hit. Right after sending the hit request to the server, add 2 small blocks. The first handles optional auto hop. If auto lift on launcher is enabled, the player immediately jumps after landing a launcher. Target combos still ignore this, because they're designed to knock the opponent down. The second block is the hover effect. Every successful air attack briefly freezes your gravity, preventing you from sinking between hits. That's all the client-side work finished. The fighter still reads inputs and confirms attacks. Now it also keeps the player hanging naturally during aerial combos. Now for the fun part. The server owns the dummy, so this is where launchers become real juggles. Start by adding a few new variables. We'll track whether the dummy is airborne, how many juggle hits have landed, when the juggle started, and its current vertical velocity. Paste those near your existing dummy state. Next comes the heartbeat update. While the dummy is airborne, the server continuously updates its vertical velocity using the reduced gravity value. This creates a smooth floating arc, instead of relying on Roblox physics alone. It also rotates the dummy slowly to create that classic airborne tumble. The important part is the landing check. Only let the dummy land once it's actually falling. If you only check its height, it'll immediately bounce back to the ground on the way up. Also keep correcting its Z position so it stays aligned with the fighting plane while platform stand is active. Finally, replace the hit reaction block inside hit request. This is where everything comes together. Spikes have the highest priority. If an airborne dummy gets hit by air finish, immediately end the juggle and slam it to the floor. Target combos still knock down exactly like before. After that comes the launcher logic. If the move is a launcher, or the dummy is already airborne and still under the hit limit, launch it upward. The very first hit uses the full launch velocity. Every following hit uses the smaller juggle hit velocity, with decay applied. That creates the classic fighting game effect, where every hit keeps the opponent close, but the combo eventually loses height and ends naturally. Everything below that stays unchanged. Normal knockdown still knock down. Normal knockback still knocks back. Finally, send one extra value to the client. Include the reaction animation. The initial launcher uses the launch pose. Every follow-up air hit uses the air hit reaction. If you've already connected reaction animations, simply play whatever comes through data.reaction. Now press play. Walk up to the dummy and land a heavy launcher. Instead of collapsing to the floor, the dummy launches into the air and slowly tumbles above you. Jump after it. Light, medium, heavy. Each attack keeps it floating while your combo counter climbs. Finish with air finish, and the dummy crashes back to the ground. If something isn't working, here are a few quick things to check. If you're landing before the dummy, make sure float while airborne is being called from execute, and your gravity code was updated correctly. If the dummy immediately bounces back to the ground, your landing check is missing the falling velocity requirement. If air attacks never play, confirm you've added the air row inside button map, and that your locomotion system reports the air stance. And if air finish doesn't end the combo, make sure the spike logic appears before the launcher logic inside the server reaction code. The order matters. And that's our complete juggle system. Launchers, air combos, magic series, and a satisfying spike finisher. In the next episode, we'll make everything feel even more cinematic, with animation event markers that grab opponents, lift them, snap characters together, and trigger dramatic finishers exactly on cue. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in episode 7.